Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So it's wonderful to see you all here in congregation, especially after all this snow bruchacha, which we had just recently. And we would love you to join in this service and participate with us. We'll begin with Hine Matofu Manaim, how good and pleasant for family to be together, for friends to be together, for congregation to be together. Please join us. Hine Matofu Manaim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, 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 Hine Matofu Manaim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
It is lovely to see all of you. It has been, I know, a week of sunshine, a little bit of rain, which was good because it got rid of the snow. But it's been a wonderful week. And so we welcome you here to join us and bring some warmth into our chapel. We also welcome all of you who are streaming and joining us via online. But we'd like to take a moment to start the service by asking if there is anyone who has a simcha, a joy, to share that has occurred in the last week or so. If you would like to take time to share that with us now, that would be wonderful. A new grandson, Mazel Tov.
Erdi Mazel Tov.
I saw a picture. Very cute.
Beautiful.
My grandson had his birthday, he's 27 years old.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
The poem I wrote is going to be on the buses, Virginia, in the Moving Words competition.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
So when it's coming to DC? Next step.
Very cool. Anytime, it's all right. Go for it.
Whoa.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Beautiful.
Mazel
Beautiful.
tov. Any other simchas or joys to share? Oh, yes.
First grandchild, January 8th.
Very nice.
Wonderful.
Very nice.
Well, Cantor Bortnick and I brings you all the best from the sunny Florida. When we were on last Monday, together with Rabbi Lastik, and we shared a reunion. It's a yearly event. And this year, it was, I think, the largest group of people who got together in Palm Beach area. And we had over 100 members of Washington Hebrew who, in this time, who are smart and spending time in Florida.
Yeah, so he was talking about the snow. He actually missed it. He was down in Florida the whole snowstorm. I was here. So we would like to wish a early Mazel Tov to the Myers family on the upcoming bar mitzvah of their son Jack. That will be tomorrow afternoon. And in honor of Jack's bar mitzvah, we invite his father, Kevin, and his grandmother, Joyce Sands, to join us on the bima to bless our Shabbat candles.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotov v'tzivanu la'adli ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, thank you.
So tonight is the special musical Shabbat. It's one of the Irene Pollin's musical Shabbats, which we have here at Washington Hebrew. And it's all about music of one person, of one composer. And his name is Ben Steinberg. So what you're going to hear tonight at this service is all of his original compositions. Just a few words about Ben Steinberg. Ben was born in Winnipeg, Canada, and he is the son of cantor and conductor Alexander Steinberg. By the age of 8, he was singing as a soloist with his father's synagogue choir, and by the age of 12, he was also conducting choirs. Prior to becoming the director of musical program at the School of Holy Blossom, that's the temple, that's the largest temple in Toronto, Canada, Ben studied at the Royal Conservatory of Music, as well as the University of Toronto. Today, Ben Steinberg is a noted composer, conductor, and lecturer. His works published in the United States, Canada, and Israel, and includes 6 Sabbath services, full Sabbath services, a memorial service, 13 cantatas for chorus and orchestra, and numerous choral settings, instrumental, chamber works, and solo songs. So enjoy. We enjoy working on this program, and we hope you will enjoy this music. And of course, we're joined by our congregational choir called Rinah, and also by our festival choir who sings with us for special occasions, high holidays, and special programs.
We begin with Shiru Ladonai, which is Psalm 98 on page 15.
Mizmor Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Odzi Adonai Yeshuato Leinei Chagoyim Gilad Tzidkato Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Zachar Chasdo ve'monato leveit Yisrael. Ra'u cholafsei aretz et Yeshuat Eloheinu.
Amen.
Continue with Lechato D on page 20.
Lechato D likrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabela Lechato D likrat kala
We join together in the middle of page 27. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer, on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruits so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days. Lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways. And we continue on the top of page 29 together. There is one who sings the song of his own life, finding everything within himself. There is one who leaves the circle of herself and sings the song of her people. There is one whose voice rings with the song of humanity, hoping for the highest perfection. And there is one who rises even higher, uniting with all creatures with all worlds, filling the universe with song. Nevarech, let us bless. Please rise.
Baruchu et Adonai, Amevorach. Baruch Adonai, Amevorach, le'olam v'adeh. Please join at page 32 with Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limanetam Al kein Adonai Eloheinu B'shokbeinu v'kumeinu Nasiach bechukecha, ve'yismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'yorech yameinu, ve'yorech yameinu. Uvahem nechege yomam v'layla, yomam v'layla. V'avatar l'asir mimena le'olamim, baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevot Malachuto, we continue with V'ahavta, page 36. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha. Bechol levavecha, ובכל נפשך, ובכל מאודיך, ובכל מאודיך. וחיו הדברים האלה, אשר אלוהים מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך, בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך. וקשרתם להות על ידיך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Please join us on the bottom of page 38. All this we hold to be true and trustworthy for us.
You alone are our God, and we are Israel, your people.
You are our sovereign and Savior, who delivers us from oppressors' hands and saves us from tyrants' fists. You work wonders without number, marvels beyond count. You give us life and steady our footsteps. You perform miracles for us before Pharaoh, signs and wonders in the land of the Egyptians. You led your people Israel out from their midst to freedom for all time. When your children witnessed your dominance, they praised your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moses, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously. We continue together on page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporech sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. The middle of page 44. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day God ceased from work and was refreshed.
We rise for tefillah, please. Page 46. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agit tefilatecha Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor ve'Kanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei HaKol, Ve'zocher Chazdei Avot V'imachot, U'mei V'gola Livnei V'neichem, Le'ma'an Shmo B'yachava, Melech Ozer U'Mashiach Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah. Ata Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayecha Kol Atarav Le'Hoshia, Mashivcha Roach U'Moridcha Gashem, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayecha Kol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Ve'Rofei Olim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Mi Chamocha Ba'al Gevurot, U'Mito Melach, Melech Memit U'Mekayeh, U'Matzmiach Yeshua, Meneman Ata Lecha Hayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Melech HaKadosh. Kadosh v'shemcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yechallelucha sela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. We continue on the top of page 53 together. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see, wherever we gaze, that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and explain in wonder how filled with awe in this place, and we did not know it. Blessed is the Eternal One, the Holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. We continue with Eloheinu Ritzeh, which is a passage that is from the blessing for Shabbat on the bottom of page 54. Eloheinu v'Elokei Ateinu Ritzeh v'Imnuchateinu.
We continue with our people's prayer for peace. Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael amacha tasim leolam. Ki hatachon melech adon lechol lecha shalom. לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך.
As is customary, on the first Shabbat of the month, we join together in our healing service. So I invite you now to take the service out of your this week, and we join together in the Psalms. When pain and fatigue are our companions, let there be room in our hearts for strength. When days and nights are filled with darkness, let the light of courage find its place. Many are tired and lonely. Teach us to be their friends. Many are anxious and afraid. Help us to calm their fears. God, teach us to show our love, that all may know you are with us. Out of the depth I call to you, eternal God. Hearken to my voice. Let your ears be attentive to my supplications. Whom have I in heaven but you? And having you, I desire nothing else on earth. My heart and flesh may have trouble, but you are the rock of my heart, and my portion forever. Out of depth I call to you, eternal God. Hearken to my voice. This evening we think of Sally Allen, Takia Campbell Wilson, Ralph Alterwitz, Rusty Ray, Susan Becker, Ella Rivka Bat Yaakov Davidu Pnina, Yael Splansky, Marjorie Robinson, Maya Rigler, Ephraim Ben Moshe Visara, Bob Lingblom, Donald Green, Etta Feldman, Don Brown, Cy Wagman, Larry Hirschman, Robert Riven, Scott Aubie, Michael Hirschman, Dorothy Humphrey, Ellen Myers, Liza Oppenheim, Jen Oppenheim, and all those who sit by Liza's side day after day, Bob Schneider, Fred Morris, Rose Paul. If there are any among you who have names you wish to share with us for those who need healing, we invite you to recite their names now.
Josh Bass and Alex
join together in Misha Berach.
Of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Berach, bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, we're going to spend a few moments with a silent prayer.
Ben Steinberg has received many awards and honorary degrees for his work. Among them, in 1979, he received the prestigious International Gabriel Award for outstanding creativity in broadcast programming for his cantata, Echoes of Children, which commemorates the children who perished in the Holocaust. In addition to his Jewish music, Steinberg has composed music for radio dramas and conducted many radio programs of his own music, as well as works of historical interest. He is a member of the Guild of Temple Musicians, and yearly through the Guild, the Ben Steinberg Young Composers Award is awarded to an up-and-coming composer of Jewish music. Currently, he serves as the Director Emeritus of Music and Composer in Residence at Temple Sinai in Toronto. In recognition of his contribution to Canadian music and Jewish music worldwide, the University of Calgary in Alberta has established a Ben Steinberg archive to house his original manuscripts, scores, and papers.
And to his connection to Washington Hebrew, when Cantor Garber, our first cantor of Washington Hebrew, retired, Ben Steinberg was commissioned to write a piece on occasion of his retirement. And the piece, a small cantata, was called Jerusalem. And I had the privilege to perform it here when I just came to the congregation on the shoulders of Cantor Garber. So I performed that work here at Washington Hebrew. Also, Ben Steinberg came twice to Washington Hebrew to present his work, and that was done in 90s and I think early 2000. And he worked with our Rinah choir, and he lectured here because he is a fabulous lecturer. So that's a personal relation to our congregation. We would like to, in a small sermon and song, to present to you 3 selections. And the first of them is Elu Devarim, and the text is from the morning liturgy, and it states,
"These are things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all."
Peyan v'chabikurim v'charayon
Ugmilut chasadim
v'talmud Torah
Elu
dvarim v'chabikurim v'charayon ugmilut chasadim v'talmud Torah. Elu dvarim she'adam nochel peroteichem ba'olam hazeh.
הקרן קיימת לו לעולם הבא.
כי בו
נאות שלום בין אדם לחברו.
וגמילות חסדים
וגמילות חסדים
ותלמוד תורה.
אלו
דברים הפאה והביקורים וחריון וגמילות חסדים ותלמוד תורה ותלמוד תורה ותלמוד The second piece is Atah Echad, and the text is taken from Gates of Prayer, the prayer book which we used before. No, two before the one we're using today.
The blue one.
The blue prayer book, Gates of Prayer. So here we go. You are one, and your name is one. And there is none like your people, Israel, a people unique on all the earth. A garland of glory have you given us, a crown of salvation, a day of rest and holiness.
Our final work, Adon Olam, is based on a melody from the Isle of Jerba. This composition is based upon a hymn tune used by the Jews of the Isle of Jerba off the Tunisian coast of Africa. Steinberg first heard it in Jerusalem in 1978 when visiting the tiny synagogue formed by immigrants from this community. Their unusually strong adherence to their ancient traditions makes their prayer melodies both historically authentic and musically fascinating. This melody is a particularly beautiful one, he writes.
וכולי אחד בין שני, לחם שלו ולחג בירה, לכל חומר ולכל And so we turn now to concluding part of our service, Aleinu, which you can find on page 282. 282, please rise and join us in prayer. Aleinu leshabeach la'adon hakol, la'tegla le'yatzer breshit, שעושנו כגויי הרצון ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם וגורלנו ככל החמונה, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר וחיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום חכו יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
for silent meditation as we turn to the meditations found beginning on page 208 before Kaddish Yatom. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. For Yahrzeit this evening, we remember in our community Leon Abdelas, Miriam Abdelas, Rose Abrams, Louis Ackerman, Charlotte Ansell, Lee Baumgarten, Amelie Ben Bassett, Leo Bergsman, Joseph Berlinski, Naomi Berman, Milton Birnbaum, Abraham Blondheim, Max Bloom, Rose Brown, Sidney Cohen, Shirley Cutler, Jenny Einstein, David Eisenman, Sadie Finkelhor, Elsie Fisher, Melville Fisher, Mary Hartman Frank, Beatty Freeman, Doris Friedlander, Dorothy Gans, Amy Shapiro-Gerson, Jacob Gishner, Dorothy Glassman, Sam Glosserman, Toby Goldstein, Alexander D. Goody, Michael Gordon, Hannah Granick, Jack Greenberg, Morris Greenspoon, Herman L. Brunel, Donald Goldman, Sidney Guggenheim, Emma Haas, Sam Handelsman, Moses Hartstall, Elias Heidenheimer, Moses Herman, Joseph Hirsch, Helen Jacobs, Elizabeth Kahn, Arlene Kaufman, August Kleeblatt, Camille Cohn, Bernice Corman, Samuel Leibovitz, Leon Levin, Lillian Levin, Bertha Levine, James Levy, May Liebling, Belle Loeb, Fanny Martin, Gladys Mayer, Fanny Michaelis, Sally Munzak, Andrew Nettis, Hattie Newmeyer, Milton Ney, Charlotte Narinsky, Naomi Oshinsky, Lillian Parks, Chaya Paris, Jeanette Perlman, Hyman Pomerantz, Jack Popkin, Wenda Reiskin, Helen Katz Rosenberg, Lester Rosenberg, Elaine Decker Rosenzweig, Harry Roth, Julius Rubenstein, Lillian Rubin, Mose Safra, Aaron Schwartzman, Fred Schwartzstein, Alexander Sellinger, Louis Scheiken, Rabbi Jacob Shankman, Joseph Charlin, David Simon, Harry Simon, Annie Singman, Julius Sinker, Julius Sondheimer, Stella Steinthal, Bertha Sugar, Ruth Sickle, Charles Taylor, Charlotte Weinbaum, Robert Weinbaum, Ernie Wiseman, Nathan Wickman, William Wolf, Lois Wolfsheimer, Lillian Zuhl, Ann Eisman. And we remember those who are in Shloshim: Robert Bernstein, Peggy Brown, Bet Rothstein, Betty Glick, Steve Gishner, Sybil Meisel, Sarah Bell Ruddock, Beverly Gurrell, Irving Roth, Donald Kaufman, Helen Leibowitz, Ayla Moskowitz, Stanley Fisher, Gary Bellin. We rise, turning to page 294, as we join together in Kaddish Yatom.
Gadol v'yitkadash shemei Rabam, be'alma divrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyamechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'galal v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabam mevarach le'olam olam me'amen. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shemei dekudesha b'richu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shalom rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mrama, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru
amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, and we say together,
Amen.
You may be seated. It's our pleasure to call Nell Shapiro forth to give our Cami Lauren Nathanson presentation.
Shabbat Shalom. Jack, it was a pleasure meeting you this evening and your family. I hope after all the hard work that you've done, you are going to have a very meaningful ceremony tomorrow and a wonderful celebration with family and friends. As you know, it is a tradition here at Washington Hebrew to present the Cami Lauren Nathanson Kiddush Cup to our B'nai Mitzvahs. Cami was a young woman about your age, Jack. Like you, like I expect, she was involved in many things, but she had a special place in her heart for Washington Hebrew. She was in our youth group and many, many activities here. Tragically, Cammie was killed when a driver struck the car in which she was riding. To honor her memory, her parents did two extraordinary things. The first was to work to pass new laws to make it much more difficult for dangerous drivers like the one who hit Cammie's car to drive again. There have been countless lives likely saved because of that effort. The second thing that she did was establish a fund to provide Kiddush cups to our B'nai Mitzvahs. Thanks to the Nathanson's generosity and the support of many others over the years, more than 5,000 Kiddush cups have been presented. And of course, we hope there'll be many thousands more in the years to come. Jack, our congregation is very proud of the Cammie Laura Nathanson legacy. And tonight we want you to know that we are also very proud of you and the work that your bar mitzvah represents. We hope that in the future, wherever you are in the world, that you will use this Kiddush cup, and that when you do, you will think of Cammie and the power of one person to change the world. You also have that same power. We also hope that when you use this cup, you will think of Washington Hebrew congregation and know the joy and pride that we all feel in being part of your spiritual journey. So now, I would like to invite you up to the bima to use the Kiddush cup for the first time and lead the congregation in the Kiddush. Mazel tov. Oh, sorry. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
You are welcome. There you go.
Okay, you want to just open for you. So here we go first, and then this.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who finds favor with us, sanctifying us with mitzvah. In love and favor, you made the holy Shabbat our heritage as a reminder of the work of creation. As first among our sacred days, it recalls the exodus from Egypt. You choose us and set us apart from the peoples. In love and favor, you've given us your holy Shabbat as an inheritance. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Excellent. Please join us in chanting of the Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotam v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kadesho me'ahava uv'ratzona hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki huyom tehila lemikroi kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim ve'shamat kodshecha beyachava v'ratzon hinchalatanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. L'chaim. Very good. Very well done. Go and sit down. Thank you.
We would like to invite up Anna and Lena Metzner to join us on the bima. They are members of our religious school, and as you know, our 3rd and 4th graders braid our challah that we have every week here at Shabbat services. And Anna and Lena have joined us tonight to bring our challah to the bima, and afterwards we'll be glad to give you a small piece when you exit the chapel. So ladies, come forward over here so everyone can see you and the beautiful challahs. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, we have a purple one too. We join together. Ready?
Baruch atah Adonai Elokeinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
They smell so good. All right. Are you guys ready? So you're going to take it back to Lainey back there, and she's going to help you cut it, and you'll be able to give us a nice tasty treat as we leave the chapel. Thank you for joining us this evening. And before we conclude our service, we would like to once again congratulate Jack on his, not just tomorrow, but everything that you have done in the process of getting to tomorrow. And to your parents, Kevin and Jacqueline, we wish you a mazel tov, and of course to your grandmother, Joyce, who so beautifully lit our candles. Thank you. And to all of your family who joined you not just tonight, but this weekend. And thank you to Nell for doing our Cami Laurie Nathanson presentation this evening, and a wonderful, big, huge thank you to Rinah and to our festival choir who helped to enhance our service tonight. Without them, we would not have been able to do the music of Ben Steinberg. So thank you, and to David Lang, who is here week in and week out to enhance our music.
And you have to realize that the past week, the last couple of weeks were absolutely horrible. So we had all canceled rehearsals and this and that, and just to put it all together in such a short time, they did outstanding job. Outstanding, outstanding. Yeah.
2 quick announcements. Next week, there will be a number of events for congregational conversations. I invite you to check here this week. Also, at the end of the month, 12 Jewish Questions begins. So if you know anyone who is curious about 12 specific Jewish questions, we invite you to send them our way. And again, more information is in your this week. There's also an Amram in there as well. So.
As we begin our service with singing Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, we're going to conclude with the same 5 words, Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. How beautiful is Sabbath day. So let's rise and join. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Ma